Real numbers.
Hello everyone. Today we are going to study chapter 1 of NCRT textbook of class 10 Max NCRT text of class 10. That is chapter 1 real numbers. So what are real numbers? In ninth standard you have studied rational numbers and irrational numbers. So rational numbers and irrational numbers together form the collection of real numbers. So under real numbers we will be having all the other collections like natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, etc. In this chapter, we are going to deal with two important properties of positive integers. That is, the first one is Euclid's division algorithm and the second one is fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So that is Euclid's division algorithm and fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So these are the two important properties of positive integers that we are going to discuss in this chapter. So first we can discuss the Euclid's division algorithm. So as the name suggests, it has something to do with the divisibility of integers. So all of you are familiar with dividing a positive integer with another positive integer. So here instead of algorithm we are using the other word, that is lemma. Euclid's division lemma. In order to study Euclid's division lemma, we have to use the divisibility. So for that we are considering two positive integers 17 and 6, and we are going to divide 17 with 6 to get the quotient and the remainder. So I have divided 17 with 6 and got the quotient as 2 and the remainder as 5. Now we have a relationship connecting this 17, 6, 2 and 5. That is 17 can be written as 6 into 2 plus 5. 6 into 2, 12, 12 plus 5, 17. So in that way we can represent this. So here 17 can be written as 6 into 2 plus 5. So I have taken another two numbers 19 and 5 and divided, and 19 can be written as 5 into 5 into 3 plus 4. From these two examples you can see that the remainder is less than this. Here the remainder was 5 and here the divisor was 6, so the remainder is less than the divisor. Here also the remainder is 4 and remainder is less than the divisor. So whenever we can write like this, or if we are writing like this, then always the remainder will be less than the divisor. Now we can consider 17 as A, 6 as B, 2 as Q and 5 as R. So we are giving different alphabets to these numbers. So A is the quotient, A is the dividend, B is the divisor, Q is the quotient and R is the remainder. Now we can use this A, B, Q and R to write like our 17 and 6. Now how can we write that? A is equal to B into Q plus R. 17 equal to 6 into 2 plus 5. So A is equal to B into Q. That is A is equal to BQ plus R. So this way we can write any two positive integer. Now what about the remainder? The remainder always should be less than our B. So we have a condition for the remainder. The remainders can, sometimes when we divide, the remainder can be equal to 0. Then the remainder can be other numbers which is less than our divisor. So there is a condition for R, that is 0 less than or equal to R less than B. That means that the remainder can start from 0 and it can go to a number which is less than B. It cannot be equal to B or it cannot be more than B. It should always be less than B. So if we have two integers A and B, we can find two another integers q and r satisfying a is equal to bq plus r. That means if we have two integers a and b, we can divide a with b and find the quotient as q and remainder as r, and this a can be written in the form bq plus r, and the condition for r is 0 less than or equal to r less than b. So this is known as Euclid's division lemma. So what is Euclid's division lemma? Euclid's division lemma is a theorem and it states like this. Given positive integers a and b, there exist unique integers q and r satisfying a is equal to bq plus r, 0 less than or equal to r less than b. So what is meant by this unique integers q and r? So whenever we divide an integer by another integer, whoever is dividing, we will be getting the same quotient and the same remainder. So the remainders may not, remainders and quotient will never change when we divide a number by another number. Whoever is doing, it remains the same. That is why we are saying that there exists unique integers q and r. So given positive integers a and b, there exists unique integers q and r satisfying a is equal to bq plus r, 0 less than or equal to r less than b. So this is Euclid's division lemma. Now this Euclid's division lemma has some applications. So one of the application is to find the HCF of two given positive integers. So what is meant by HCF? HCF is the highest common factor. So if two integers are given, we have studied some other methods for finding HCF. Now here we can use this Euclid's division lemma for finding the HCF of two given positive integers. So here the question is, use EDL. What is EDL? EDL is, I have written EDL, that is the short form, Euclid's division lemma. So use Euclid's division lemma to find the HCF of 455 and 42. So we are given two positive integers, that is 455 and 42. Now we can use the long division to find the quotient and the remainder, and we can write in the form a is equal to bq plus r. Now using long division, this 455 is divided by 42. We get the quotient as 0 and remainder as 35. So this is our A, this is our B and Q and R. So 455, that is A is equal to BQ plus R. 455 equals 42 into 10 plus 35. Next again we have to take 42 and 35 and again do the long division. So after writing the first step, then take this quotient, this divisor and the remainder and again do the long division. Now again 42 and 35 we have taken. So 42 divided by 35, we get quotient as 1 and remainder as 7. So 42 equals 35 into 1 plus 7. Then again we have to take which all numbers? We have to take 35 and 7, and we have to repeat these steps like this till we get the remainder as 0. So when we get the remainder as 0, we can stop there and then we can find the HCF. Now here we got the remainder as 7. So again we have to continue. So we have to take which number? 35 and 7. So now we have 35. 35 equals 7 into 5 plus 0. And finally we reached the remainder 0. So when we get the remainder 0, we can stop there. And then we are going to find the HCF. So what is our HCF? The last divisor here, which is the last divisor. 7 is the last divisor, and that 7 will be the HCF of the given numbers 455 and 42. So what is the HCF now? Here the HCF equals 7. So I'll say once again, 455 and 42 are the given numbers. By long division, you can divide 455 by 42 and we got the quotient as 10 and remainder as 35. So 455 is written as 42 into 10 plus 35. The next step we have to take this 42 and 35 and divide. So when we divide that, we will get the quotient as 1 and remainder as 7. So 42 equals 35 into 1 plus 7. Again we have to take 35 into 7. That this long division not needed because we know that 7 into 5 is 35. So 35 can be written as 7 into 5 plus 0. There is no remainder. So what is the last divisor here? The last divisor was 7, and that 7 will be the HCF. So now this method is we have done by using Euclid's division lemma. So we can find the HCF of two given positive integers using Euclid's division lemma. Okay, thank you.